Oh, yes. The money sucker, thief, life and energy drainer, the unmotivated employee. Salon and spa owners, this episode is for you. It might sound really harsh, but it's the reality of what they're doing to you and their business. Okay? Their business, your community, even. So listen to this week's episode of the BeautyPro podcast. And then afterwards, tell me in a message on Instagram what's going on in your salon, spa, or barber shop. Send me a message. Let's talk about it. But first, let's get to the episode. Are you a beauty or barber pro looking for that push to do that thing you've always wanted to do, whether it's in or out of the salon, spa, or shop? Are you tired of not feeling good enough, smart enough, skilled enough? Are you tired of not getting a handle on your mental health, boundaries, and insecurities? I'm Christine Sherwood, the BeautyPro coach, an internationally certified coach, a salon and spa owner, and your personal Jiminy Cricket. I use my own experiences, good and bad, as a salon owner to help you be more self-aware, authentic, and forward-thinking in your approach to life, in and out of the salon. It's time to reach your version of success with the Beauty Pro Coach podcast. First off, pick your battles. Is everything truly worth a fight? Is it truly going to make or break your salon business if you have this confrontation? Okay. Is the thing that is just getting under your skin truly going to affect the brand negatively? Is it going to affect the rest of the entire team? If your answer is yes, then by all means, address it, cut out the bad seed to protect the brand. If not, then just let it pass, okay? Let that unmotivated person, quote unquote, win. Okay? So, let me just stop there right now. Okay. Like this episode can be kind of raw, kind of real, which we know. It's how I like it. But I want, and this is for the salon owners, but this also applies to anybody listening in any business, okay? Um, I want to just invite you again to claim your free coaching call, okay? I offer free coaching calls throughout the year, but this time of year, I'm actually definitely trying to get 100 coaching calls in 90 days to help and maximize my gifts and talents, but to help as many salon and spa professionals as possible in a short amount of time. And so April 5th is the last day of this particular challenge. But if it's April 6th and you decide to sign up for a free coaching call, guess what? You're totally fine. It's all good. I will take your call. I'm just trying to challenge myself in a certain time, and I'm inviting you up into my challenge for myself. So, in any case, I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. And I want to get back to this because this is a very heavy duty kind of episode, right? And you're going to judge me. I know it. It's okay. Um, but the truth is, no one is going to love your brand more than you. Okay. If you are a suite owner, if you are a freelancer, which I talk about the differences, I think I have an episode on here talking about the differences, but I also teach you the differences from a legal perspective in the Beauty Pro Intensive, which is like a 7-week intensive, fast-paced coaching program. But whatever you got going on, no one's gonna love that more than you. You can hire an assistant, you can hire a front desk girl, you can hire somebody to, a virtual assistant. they are not going to care about the nitty-gritty details as much as you. And no one is going to treat your clients the same way that you do because they're not you. So every beauty or barber pro is a business owner. And I probably have some salon owners who just threw up in their mouth a little, and that's okay. But it's true. I own a hybrid salon and spa. Like, I have a little bit of everything working in there for me because we all love what we do. And no one should feel like they can't work somewhere because of some kind of rule, okay? Every client you see is going to be accustomed to the ways that you do it. But every once in a while, there's going to be a client, like what happened today actually, is that they need their color done. They love you, but they need what they need. And they're going to see whoever it is to get it done. Right? And so even though we have our own business styles and the way you run your business and your own salon and spa systems, which I also teach in the BeautyPro Intensive, like you have to understand that at the end of the day, clients are going to do what they're going to do. Okay? Employees are going to do what they're going to do. So I just wanted to share this because this is not set in stone, but it's definitely something that you should have as a guide, right? And then adjust it accordingly. So I hope I'm making sense because at the end of the day, when it comes to unmotivated staff, it comes right back down to boundaries. And if you don't know what your boundaries are, your business boundaries, how are you going to motivate an unmotivated person? You cannot, right? There's a lot of things in this world that are possible, but this is definitely one of those impossible things. Okay. Like, I'm at a certain place in my business journey where everybody in my salon or who works with me, they need to love what they do. They need to have the passion there. It needs to be oozing out of their pores. Like, even if they're sitting around waiting for their clients, like, they need to love it. Okay. Even the people I'm dating, that is one of the questions I ask when I'm dating. I was like, what do you do and do you love it? Because if they don't love their job, how are they going to be passionate about the things that I'm passionate about? They're not. Okay. So these are like basic business things. So in today's world with employees versus renters, there's a certain invisible boundary you cannot cross as a salon owner or landlord, if you will. And it can become quite abusive on the employees and the renters part to the owner. And of course, we all know that the owner, the landlord, can absolutely be abusive. But owners, a lot of times, who are trying to do the right thing, they get the short end of the stick. Why? Because, and I go over this in the BeautyPro Intensive, it's because the government takes sides. Okay. With who they think in their eyes is the poor, innocent, less fortunate person or party. And many times that's the employee or renter. If you are a salon or spa owner, and you're listening to this, let me tell you from my own personal experience, you automatically are responsible to know all of the rules, all of the laws, regulations, etc. And the law will not tell you, they will not say, oh, you didn't know that rule? Oh, you get a pass. No, they say, this is what they tell you. Well, it's your business. So why didn't you know that? Why do you have a business if you didn't know that for example, can't own a business and have your shoes untied? That's the biggest no-no. Like, you lose. Like, they don't talk about that. Okay. Like, they do not say that at all. If anything, you get in major trouble. So with an unmotivated employee, the rule of thumb is always 3. You have probably heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. But then, even before I say it again, as a business owner who has someone who you have, you are paying out, you are responsible for somebody else. You need to have your vision, your mission, your values, and your rules ready way before you ever even have employees. When you do this, it is way easier to be a leader. The more yeses and nos a person gets at the beginning of any kind of relationship, of what is good, what's bad, what makes you upset, what makes you proud, the better it is for everyone. So having a manual that everybody has to sign off on by all the staff, so everyone is in agreement, everyone's on the same page. And as soon as that unmotivated employee starts to show their depression, right? Their business depression, as I call it, as the owner, as the salon spa leader, you can ask them, what's going on? How can we, the team, make it better for you? How can we help you overcome this? If you're a manager or an owner or suite person, be prepared for the most off the wall information you will ever get in your life, but also be ready to pivot and make the necessary changes. Yes, this is your business, your salon, your spa, your barbershop, and you might be all about what the employee has to say. But more often than not, they will absolutely say something and you will jump and you'll be like, no, we're absolutely not doing that. Like out of reflex. But I want you to not go into reflex reaction mode. I want you to respond to yourself, to the person, like listen more than you speak. Ask yourself why. Why don't we do it this way that this person is telling me? Is it going to harm the brand? Is it going to hurt the team as a whole? Does it align with the vision, mission, and values of this company that I just so happen to own? Like, if the answer is no, it's not going to do that, then reevaluate. Determine if you'll go the way the employee is asking so that they can stay motivated. That's how they're telling you, I want to be motivated. I want to love it here. And this is not about being a pushover. This is about maintaining your team. We are in the people business. If people are not happy, you have no business. That means if your clients are not happy, you have no business. If your employees are not happy, you have no business. You just have you. And I don't know about you, but I can be boring with myself sometimes. so there's that. So then you have the other thing of renters. Renters in your salon or spa are not, by law, they are not required to fold towels or do anything you ask them to do that the government, let's just stop there. They are not required to do you any favors. Okay, you cannot tell them what to do. And we'll get into it in a minute, but the minute that your business starts telling a renter and their business what to do, you have an employee and the government will come after you for that. And so please get this, because I see it on the Facebook groups. I see it everywhere. Okay. Your renters, if you have a renting salon and everybody that works there is a renter and they have their own business with their own systems, their own marketing, they decide how much they charge, when, how they consult. It's all their business. It has nothing to do with you. So as a landlord, you should feel free. You don't have to worry about them at all because they all have their own responsibilities. The only thing you got to think about is the building and the common areas and the space. That's it. Okay? However, with that, just like any renter, just when you go to rent any apartment. Renters still need to sign a policies and procedures or a renter's agreement. In there, it should state all of the requirements you expect from everyone in the salon, like uniform, where they and their clients cannot go, where they can go, what licenses you need for them to run their business on your property. What are they responsible for? What are you responsible for? It's a very cut and dry kind of document. And there's more to it, so don't think you can listen to this episode, write up an agreement, and voila, we are set, we are très chic. No, no, no. Okay, like there's a lot more, and I do go over it in the BeautyPro Intensive. Okay, my 7-week fast-paced coaching program. But I just want you to get the idea. Okay. It is wisest and it is best to have an attorney draft up a rental agreement, just like you do with any apartment, house, whatever. Why? Because you're making and building your professional network, you're getting it educated, and you're able to sleep at night knowing you are in the legal clear, right? The law is backing you when you get the right information. Listen, there are lots of attorneys that give free consultations. Okay? You can do that. So what does any of this have to do with an unmotivated employee in your salon, right? Like, what did I just rabbit trail? Probably. But if you are not motivated, on top of things kind of leader, your people are not going to be that way either. If you don't know what you want in a team, the people you hire are going to reflect that mood. An unmotivated worker in any industry is someone who has internal frustrations going on in their own hearts, minds, and lives. You want to make sure you choose the kind of chaos you can accept, right? You got to choose your heart. When it comes to employees, there will be a point that they've signed the manual, you've had one-on-ones with them, probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 times, and you're just getting sick of it. Like nothing is changing. You have been kind, gentle, and firm, depending on the situation. Now it's like, okay, you have to start giving strikes, right? You're kind of out of the thing with this difficult person, and you probably have to have them sign off every time you mention something. I have had that where I've been like, you didn't open the door, sign here. You didn't, put the toilet seat down here. You got to sign here. Like I have done it. Okay. That person, I can guarantee you, wants to be fired for the unemployment check. Believe it or not, it is a thing. Okay. And I want you, if you are a salon owner, if you're a manager, I want you to pay attention to your intuition. Whether you're male, female, they, them, he, she, it, we, they, like this is something that is the human condition. All right. We all have an intuition. It's just a matter of some people use it more than others, so it's stronger. Other times, an unmotivated person just has deeper things going on at home, right? Either way, having a system where you told them so many times and now you gotta write it out, have them sign it, recognize their behavior is not acceptable, shape up, ship out, that, you gotta do that because the law will look favorably on you as the leader. And it helps you not to get sued at all. Like nobody wants that. So when you're doing this with this unmotivated person and I can believe me, your entire team watches you. They watch you. They want to know what you do in these situations for their own selves. They will be in the back room being like, did you see her expression? She effing hated that. Like you are a topic of conversation. Like, don't think that you're not, because you are. You are not. yes, we love our coworkers, and we are friends to a certain extent, but there's like an invisible line, okay? And so your employees who are not unmotivated, like they are motivated, they're taking notes. No one wants to be fired. No one truly wants to fire a client, okay? No matter how cool social media makes it out to be, firing anyone sucks. It is a confrontation and it is never a fun experience. We laugh about it now because we have had to fire clients before, and we laugh about it and we have a good time about it now. But when we're going through it, it is not fun. Okay? It's not fun. The biggest point that I want to make for today's episode is this. I feel like I've been rambling a lot, but it's a lot of information that you need. After you take your time and you try to invest in this unmotivated person in your salon, spa, barbershop, suite, whatever, and you don't see any changes for the better, I want you to take all of your energy, your frustration, and everything you're putting into this particular relationship, and I want you to redirect it and use it to find a replacement and or expand your team. The unmotivated person is going to notice, and they will either change their energy or they will move on their own. But you, as the leader in your business, as the stylist in control of your clientele, you have to preserve your energy and your creativity and put it to where it is appreciated, deserved, and wanted, and others are going to be excited about. You do not have the time to waste on troublemakers, on rotten apples, okay? Rotten apples stink. You don't want that scent on you. I can tell you from my own personal experience and doing this job, which I love, by the way, it doesn't feel like a job to me. It's the more that you practice this redirecting of your energy, right? You take focus off of that person and you put it onto something or someone who actually does appreciate you, who you oh my gosh, you get so much quicker and you recognize it so much better. For example, I have an example. Of course I do. So we have had employees quit, and as part of management, we had already known it was coming. First intuitive hint that we got. So when the person told me, this isn't gonna work out, I just can't do this, I was like, honey, why did it take so long? Like, I know, I got it, no worries. Right? Because we already knew, and I genuinely it kind of just came out that way. I was just like, girl, I was like, what took you so long, babe? Really? And anyway, as soon as they left, like we redirected so quickly, we pivoted so fast. We had 3 new hires within like the next day. And I have been so amazed at this because it truly is an energy shift. And I even tell this to my staff. Like, if you don't love what you do, this is not the place for you. I've said it. And I've applied this to my personal relationships, right? If they don't love what they do for a career, they're going to drag you down. And nobody has time for that. But when it comes to the energy shift, like as soon as you get your chair, right? Or like your energy is so high, like you're just like, yes, you end up attracting the kind of clients that you are. So, another example, we have a girl on our team and she's got long, beautiful hair, but she loves cutting short hair. But her energy right now is projecting a long haired babe because guess what? She has long hair. Okay. And like we have another one who just loves color and she's getting all the haircuts. Like it's so funny to me. And I'm just like, all right, so we got to do an energy shift. The whole salon, everybody in the listening to this, like, do an energy shift, do an energy check, and ask yourself why. What's going on? I love what I do, but why is this happening to me? But anyway, so all right, so now what do you do with an unmotivated person in your space? Come on, say it out loud. I know you've been listening. You take the time to understand them. You got to remember your standards in your salon, or you got to remember your client standards, what you have for them, your business boundaries. And then you have to invest your energy elsewhere. Everything else will fall by the wayside. Okay? Now, I want to know your story. How did this episode help you, your salon, spa, barbershop? How did it help your personal life? I want you to tell me your biggest takeaway from today by sending me a message on Instagram. I want to connect with you. Also, my one-to-one coaching is going strong, babes. 100 coaching calls in 90 days. Get on that bus before it closes up October 5th. Like, it is a personal challenge that I'm doing because I'm maximizing my skills and I'm trying to get recertified. And that is a requirement. But besides that, if you reach out to me April 6th and you need a coaching call, yes, I will take that call. Please. But in order to create some urgency for you and for me, please book your coaching call before April 5th. Okay. Help me with this. But in any case, I, in all honesty, joking aside, like, I really hope that today's episode was beneficial to you. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you loved it, and I hope you got a lot out of it, and I want that feedback. So please review, rate, leave a comment on the YouTube channel, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and tell me what your biggest takeaway was. I want to know. Thank you for listening. I have been very real, raw, and vulnerable with you in this episode. And yeah, until next time. Talk to you later. If you loved this episode, subscribe to the BeautyPro podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave your reviews, stars, feedback so I can continue bring the content you deserve and want most. Your feedback fuels this podcast. The more you give, the more you get back. You can follow me at The BeautyPro Coach on Instagram and Facebook. Want to contact me directly? Email me at befree@goldentruthcoaching.com.